Hey, this is Don Kryptonium. And today, once again, we are going to dive into vast Kujira ecosystem, the most comprehensive and of course the most compelling DeFi within IBC connected chain, also known as the Cosmos ecosystem connected via IBC. Specifically, we are going to talk about Unstake Finance and its token known as the nutsack. So make sure you like this video, make sure you love this video, and make sure you share this video because this is Don Kryptonium, and I introduce you to Kujira. So what we are going to talk about, airdrop of the token, what is Unstake Finance, and how it fits to Kujira broader ecosystem, because each product in the Kujira ecosystem is complementing another product, making it fully connected DeFi ecosystem where you can do everything without leaving the ecosystem. You can lend, borrow, you can trade, you can bid, you can liquidate, and now you can of course unstake in an instant. So they found the niche that so far others didn't find when it comes to liquid staking protocols. But let's chat a little bit about the airdrop they did. So around 2 weeks ago, there was discovered that there is new token being airdropped to Kujira stakers by the anonymous team, and the project was called Unstake Finance and the token NSTK, aka nutsack. 65 million token were airdropped to the Kujira stakers. So when you claimed your rewards, you got it. No one knew who is building that, but there was some information that this trusted team, and overall, it was welcoming. There was the trust, and we learned a few days ago that behind this project is actually core team of Kujira, which perfectly explain why the whole supply was airdropped to the Kujira stakers and nothing was really, there was no reserves and so on. So there was some explanation that it was actually Hans, CryptoSlang, and Dove from Kujira, and that this project is for core team. Why they did this anonymously is because they didn't want people think it comes from the insiders, but they wanted to think and test how strangers are welcome within the Kujira ecosystem, and it was really positive. People responded positively and were excited that some new team building within Kujira ecosystem. And to be honest, I can confirm that on my own experience. You still might remember, I was very hesitant to Kujira. I was quite against. I was saying there is maybe some red flags, while Kujira ecosystem, beyond few people, which is very understandable, they were quite welcoming. They wanted to talk to me. They wanted to explain to me. And I never really experienced this with many other projects within the Cosmos ecosystem, how Kujira really welcomes the community. And that explains why this community is so strong and so loyal to the Kujira builders. But less on this community nonsense and my own experience, but let's dive into the product itself. So what is the niche within liquid staking assets? You can imagine, any protocol. So there is couple protocol. You have Stridezone, you have Eris protocol, and a few other protocols, and you have liquid staking assets. So let's say you have, the certain number of atoms, and you receive the stake version of the atoms. If you have deep liquidity on exchange for small holders, that is not a problem, because you can easily swap between those two tokens. So you can easily swap ST Atom into Atom and leave the ecosystem. If you don't want to do it and you want to ensure that you will get best rates, and usually the better, the swapping instantly has this slightly worse rate than redeeming the underlying asset, because it takes 3 weeks, for example, to redeem the atom. But even imagine more. Imagine a scenario when the market is very volatile because you have some events that are happening. Maybe you have Black Swan event and the market is very uncertain and crashing. Imagine a lot of people suddenly selling the ST atoms or any other token. That would depeg greatly. This is the problem. So there is the niche, how you can redeem it instantly without occurring the potential slippage on the market and without waiting 3 weeks to redeem the tokens. And this is where Unstake Finance is coming. So you have another protocol on Kujira, which is called Ghost, and it's lending borrowing. So they offer you, hey, how about you redeem your assets and that will be borrowed via Ghost, and the fee that you pay will be the interest on the interest will be paid on the loan you did, and while there will be probably small fee on top, and that fee on top is going to the holders of the NatSac token, but you get tokens withdrawn instantly without waiting 3 weeks of that, and without the slippage that could occur on the market. So it seems the perfect niche, and I'm surprised. Not surprised really, but it's the perfect product. And who would have thought about this before? So we have some of the details. So they explain you this here, okay, how it would work and how they could utilize the Ghost. So how it borrows asset from Ghost. So simply you sell your liquid stake tokens on Unstake, and Unstake gives you back the underlying asset immediately. How? It borrows it from Ghost. The borrow is collateral 1-to-1 with the unbonding transaction. You as user simply pay the interest for the unbonding period upfront, plus a small amount more as protocol revenue. So this revenue go to NatSac token holders, giving the utility to the NatSac token itself. For a 2-week unbonding period, this is likely to be around 0.5%. So you can estimate, even with the change of the Cosmos tokenomics, that fee would be essentially the 3 weeks unbonding period, right? So you don't get that 0.5% of the fee. Like, this is not that much of the value of the asset for getting them instantly. To give you perfect example how it works, I'm going to use this Twitter thread they did. I'm trying to cut it, so if you want to understand it better, if something is not clear, go to Unstake Finance on Twitter and read. So imagine you have 100 ST Atom and you want to unstake it, and they tell you what's the redemption rate, and the interest rate to borrow Atom on Ghost is 8%, okay? But let's say the maximum interest rate would be 200%, which rarely happens. If that would be 200%, the fee would be pretty high, which is kind of unacceptable. And they say that's way more than reasonable. There would be no demand on that. But they know that vaults typically restore to 60% utilization pretty quick when they're oversubscribed. So usually at the standard interest rate, that would be 8%. That would be for the 3 weeks unbonding will cost 0.55 atoms. So that would be below 0.5% at the standard interest rate that there is within the Ghost protocol. So if the Unstake will make the offer at exactly 0.46 and the rate increases beyond 8%, they would not be able to pay. So that's not ideal, but it's not ideal to pay, really high fee to Unstake. So the job of Unstake in this case, it offers you the best rates as close as possible to the 0.46% as possible, but remain solvent at the same time. So this is where the reserve will kicks in. So the Unstake will only be offered if the reserve fund is greater than the maximum shortfall that there can be. And that's how it will always remain solvent and give you the best rates. So I know this might be in the big shortcut. I just don't want to make this video too boring. and I recommend you to check check this thread on the last. When the unstake is executed, the max shortfall is committed from the reserves and only released once the unbonding period is complete and the actual interest confirmed. If the rate doesn't change, the reserve isn't used. This ensures there will always be funds to repay the ghost loan that was taken. Before I'm going to show you how easy it is to do, of course, people want to talk about token. So there is 65 million tokens. Price of it right now is 15 cents. So you can calculate the market cap should be roughly in the range of $10 million as of now. I'm not judging if it's big to small. Once there is this interest occurring to the Nasdaq token, with that real yield, you probably will be able to better estimate is it fair value or not. Of course, as the adoption grows, as the more protocols integrate, as the more people using that, that interest rate, that real yield should be bigger over time. So I'm just going to show you how easy it to use. The best to use Leap wallet that integrates everything quickly in Cosmos. So it's surely, for now, it's the best desktop wallet. If you want the wallet that it's integrated into everything that's new, if it's well integrated within Kujira, hey, Leap wallet is there. Leap wallet is shipping. So I have this amount of AMP Kuji, staked version of Kuji. You can see protocol rate and the offer rate they giving me and the return. So I have this very small fee. I'm hitting Unstake, and this will be automatically unlocked, and I will get my Kuji tokens to my wallet. Perfect solution. And with that, as we finish in this video, I hope it was great education to you. Make sure, once again, share, like, and everything. Check this out on the testnet because we are using testnet, and with that, Don Kryptonium is out. But only to come back stronger, greater, more powerful, and wiser than ever before. Till the next time.